In this video, we're going to be talking about new grants for startups and small businesses from $5,000 to $25,000. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde, and welcome to the #1 community for real estate, income, and credit. So if you'd like to know what these new startup and small business grants are, from $5,000 to $25,000, make sure you watch the video to the end and leave a comment below if you need help with anything. So as the pandemic continues to surge around the country, many states are pushing up and opening their small business grant programs. We've seen a record number of small business grant programs launch within the last few weeks. So these are 7 of the new grants recently announced. Number 1, ELKHART, Indiana, $25,000 in grants. So the city of ELKHART just recently announced and launched a new small business grant program. And they've set aside over $400,000 from the America's Rescue Plan funds to be able to help these businesses survive throughout the pandemic. As they've seen locally, many businesses have actually been opened and shut down with the recent surge from pandemic-related variants. And they want to make sure that these businesses have the ability to be able to stay open to serve the community. So they recently just launched this new grant program aimed at helping small businesses that were forced to close or had unexpected loss in income. And the applications for these small business grants open on January 25th, and these businesses can apply for up to $25,000 in grants, money that does not have to be repaid back, to be able to help them with operating expenses, payroll, rent, etc., to be able to keep their doors open. So the deadline to apply is January 31st. You can get more information by going directly to their website at elkhartindiana.org. We've also left information on this particular grant in our resource area. Number 2, Sacramento, California. So California just recently announced and launched its new mortgage relief grant program. Now these are grants for up to $80,000 per household for homeowners who have actually fallen behind due to the pandemic. And the homeowners that qualify for these one-time grants that do not have to be paid back are those who are already receiving some sort of government assistance, and also those who are actually putting more than 40% of their income towards their mortgage payment. So these are grants between $40,000 and $80,000, and these grants are going to be paid directly to your mortgage company, your mortgage servicer. So it's going to be money that will not have to be paid back, but it's going to be paid directly to the mortgage source, the mortgage company, the mortgage servicer on your behalf. Now this is part of California's Housing is Key initiative, and it rounds out their housing assistance program. And there's still a lot of money to be dispersed in California, well over $1 billion that they plan to actually disperse through 2025. So to apply for this grant, you're going to need to answer an application questionnaire, which will include how the pandemic has caused a financial hardship for you or your family, how many payments have you missed more than 2 mortgage payments on your property, also is it your primary residence, are you actually applying under a business or your personal, etc. These are all things that are going to be actually asked on the questionnaire, and you can get more information about this mortgage grant by going to our resource area or going directly to their website at camortgagerelief.org. Number 3, Bayonne, New Jersey. So the city of Bayonne recently approved a new resolution that would allow more funds from the $39 million fund in the America's Rescue Plan to be dispersed to local small businesses. So Bayonne has an existing small business grant program, and they actually had several rounds of disbursements early last year. Well, with this new resolution, it means more money is coming for small businesses that's greatly needed in the Bayonne area. So the details will actually be posted on their website. We're also going to be including more details on this grant in our resource area at my website, AskRinde.com, so you can stay tuned to be able to get updates if you're in that location. Number 4, Washington. So the Thurston Strong Community Group recently announced $5 million in funding for small businesses. So small businesses can actually apply for up to $10,000 in grants based on their pandemic-related needs. Now this group is actually a collective group pooling resources together as a community to be able to help small businesses that are greatly in need in the Washington area. So these grants are on a first-come, first-served basis, and the applications are now open. Priority will be given to small operations as well as minority-owned businesses. So you can get more information by going directly to their website at thurstonstrong.org. Number 5, Virginia, $15,000 in grants. So the new River Valley Small Business Relief Program recently announced a new grant program to be able to support small businesses in the area. Now these are up to $15,000 for small businesses that are experiencing pandemic-related struggles. And this is part of funds from the Community Block Grant, awarded by the Virginia Department of Housing and Community Development. So the deadline to apply for these particular grants are January 28th. And the great thing about this grant is that it's a rolling grant. And the grant can be used for rent, mortgage, equipment, supplies, etc. To get more information on this grant, you can go to virginiasmountainplayground.com, or you can actually access the application information in our resource area. Number 6, Iowa City, Iowa. Up to $5,000 in grants. So Iowa City is now offering startups and small businesses matching grant of up to $5,000. So these grants are primarily for companies and entrepreneurs within Iowa City. And these are matching grants. So companies with employees can apply for up to $5,000, and those without employees can apply for up to $2,000 in grants. So with this particular grant, there's a heavy focus on the disenfranchised. So at least half of the recipients must be individuals with disabilities, also service-disabled veterans, minority-owned businesses, and more. Entrepreneurs and small businesses can use the grants for various capital expenditures, including accounting, payroll costs, rent, etc. To get more information on this grant, you can go to their website at iowagrants.gov. Number 7, Kern County, California. Up to $2,500 in grants. So Kern County, California is launching a new grant program for small businesses that have missed out on previous opportunities. So many of their small businesses have faced financial loss and were not able to receive the benefits of other opportunities. So Kern County has actually set aside $1 million to be able to help local small businesses to be able to rewrite the history of what they've experienced throughout the pandemic. Now, these are specifically going to be targeting companies that earn less than $50,000 in 2019 and also have 5 or fewer employees. So the goal is to give these companies financial support, and the money can be used for pandemic-related expenses and also losses. So the application process for this particular grant is slated to start in February, and you can get more information by going to their website at kerncounty.com. So if you'd like to get more details on these grants and thousands of others that are available around the country for startups, for small businesses, for entrepreneurs, make sure you check out our resource area at my website, AskRinde.com. Also, our Grants Masterclass is now open, where we show you how to connect the dots with grants. We show you how to actually position yourself to find grants, how to get grants, and how to get grants on an ongoing basis so it's not a one-time thing. So if you'd like to know how to apply for grants properly, how to position yourself to be able to receive grants on a monthly basis and a quarterly basis, make sure you actually join us for our Grants Masterclass by going to my website, AskRinde.com, clicking on Grants, and getting started today. We actually have the Top Grants Masterclass, where we teach you everything from A to Z regarding positioning yourself to be able to get grants on an ongoing basis. This is multi-year grants, rolling grants, continuously getting grants on a monthly basis and a quarterly basis, and more. So we look forward to seeing you inside the Masterclass. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can also email me. My email address is askrindenetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.